All right, extremely late the Ring of Honor and TNA review, but yeah, kind of sweaty. It's been hot as always in Georgia. Anyway, a la carte, IWC, YWC, Hills Organization, new mustache, by the way. Anyway, Wednesday last night, it was the start of something. Hopefully that's special. I didn't really watch Lucha, but nobody's talking about it, so I'll watch it when I can. But whatever. NXT, from what I've heard, trash. But the main topics of this video are going to be Ring of Honor and TNA. Now, hopefully, Tishawn, he'll be joining me soon, hopefully, and also another guy that I think one of the guys who subscribed to the channel, he'll be joining. Just give him time to join in. But anyway, let me make sure this audio is correct. If it is, um, I'm going to say this: both of these shows, well, it was obviously something. It, it's a significant leap from both channels. I mean, from both shows. Ring of Honor, good wrestling, and that's about it. Yeah, and production value. Look, I don't really care about production value. I care more about the in-ring ability. But when you compare it to TNA, there's a obvious disadvantage. One's playing on like high school, elementary level, and one's playing up here with the big boys. WCW, whatever. But anyway, let's get into the Ring of Honor review. I can scoop through that one really quickly. Um, First match, Kushida versus Will Ferrara. Will Ferrara, he's okay, but he kind of sucks. There was nothing special about Will Ferrara in this match. Yes, he had a lot of determination and fight, but Kushida completely outshined this man. Uh, that punch he does, that Nomo, absolutely beautiful. Um, and he was just really more technically sound and obviously a better wrestler than Will Ferrara. Kushida ends up getting the victory with the, I think it's like a wrist lock submission. He did it by hitting sort of like a crucifix type of whatever on Ferrara, rolled him over, got the wrist lock, and won the match by tap out. Then get into the next match, which was it was supposed to be Moose versus BJ Whitmer. But BJ Whitmer gets somebody and said, "Look, Moose, I could beat you because you're a big, dumb, goofy bastard, and your win streak will be over and all of that." And then he says, "But look, I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna give one of these I'm gonna give a man who's going to be the future of Ring of Honor a chance." And everybody's looking at uh, Adam Page, but then he said, "Kobe Carino, I want you to do this." So it turned to be Kobe Carino versus Moose. If you don't know who Moose is, look him up, and then look up. What? Just imagine Jeff Hardy before, like when he was skinny, when Jeff Hardy was really skinny, and you can only imagine what that match turned. It was a complete massacre. You get to see Vega Scott's ass. That was all as awesome as always, and I think that's pretty much it. Moose completely destroyed this man. He broke this man's back with a powerbomb on the apron, and then I think he just powerbombed threw him into the ropes and won the match. Just complete domination from Moose. Uh, then you get into the next match, which was, I think I may skip a match. Oh yes, Silas Young versus Watanabe. It was there. It generic match. Watanabe seems to be getting over now a little bit. Silas Young, I thought it was nothing worse than his other finisher when he did a handstand on the top rope and then hit like a springboard moonsault off the other rope. I thought was nothing was worse than that, but now he's using a finisher where it's an airplane spin into a TKO. God awful. This man has excellent wrestler, horrible finishers. So Silas Young wins, and then you get into the main event, which was the Briscoes, and they were supposed to be facing Jay Lethal and one of the members of the House of Truth. But in I guess a segment or whatever, Truth Martini told Jay Lethal that he won't be having wrestle. So it turned to be, they're just either way. He told Jay Lethal, "You have to wrestle." So it turned to be Donovan Dijak and I forgot the other guy's name, Jay Diesel. A lot of J's in Ring of Honor, by the way. Jay Diesel, Jay Lethal, Jay Briscoe. I'm pretty sure there's another Jay, but he's irrelevant. Either way, so the match between the Briscoes and the House of Truth, I want to say no. Well, Jay Diesel is looking pretty good. I like his character, how it's developing. Like now he's just this boxer type of guy. He's like the Ring of Honor and Bull. That's pretty much his gimmick. And then you get into Donovan Dijak, who is just that guy is the real future of Ring of Honor. He has the look, the size, and he's green, but True Martini's going to help him get better over in wrestling. The Briscoes as a tag team. It's kind of being done, especially with Jay Briscoe as the champion. I guess maybe it's not really. It doesn't do the same thing for me as when they were going for the tag team. But these matches with Mark and Jay as tag team, they kind of feel irrelevant, really. And then I think who wins? The Briscoes win. I forgot how, but I know at the end Donovan Dijak. Yeah, I think yes, they hit the J Driller on Jay Diesel. Hit the J Driller on Jay Diesel, get the pinfall, and then Donovan Dijak hits Mark Briscoe with Feast Your Eyes finisher, and then he tries to go in to fight Donovan Dijak. Donovan Dijak almost gets hit with a J Driller, and then Jay Lethal tries to come in and fight Jay Briscoe. He gets caught, and then he's the one that ends up getting a J Driller, and that's how the show ends. Decent show, but compared to other Ring of Honor shows and whatever. I guess it's a decent jump off point into Ring of Honor if you, for some reason, don't have the internet and you've never seen a Ring of Honor show. I guess it's a good jumping off point, but pretty generic show. Then we move on to TNA Impact, and I'm not saying this was like an awesome, super amazing show, blah, 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 blah. Still waiting for T-Shawn to come back. I kind of took like 30 minutes off, and I was supposed to do this at 10, but yeah, kind of got delayed. Let me see if I got any comments real quick before I really get into the TNA review. What happened to your beard? Shave, bro. It gets hot in the summertime, so I got to go with the mustache. It will be back. I'm trying to get some beard stuff for the healing out window, a lot of neighbors and stuff. But try to get some beard growth stuff, let it grow in, and then keep shaving. And then when the winter time comes, hopefully I look like Hanson, with the beard and everything, start combing it, blow drying it down. That way I can have a thick, fluffy beard. That's the whole thing, a thick, fluffy beard for the winter. Dirty heels being healed. It would be awesome if Aries won the TNA title, but I doubt it. With the way they're pushing EC3, Jay versus Brooke was good. Jay doing more moves is always a good thing. Story with the James segment. Uh-oh. Hey, man, I moved back to... Okay, he's back with Geek Essentials. Okay, let me see if Tech Rep watched TNA. Okay. This is fly off the cuff. Okay, watch TNA. Did you watch TNA? All right. Anyway. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah. Your comment. Let me go back to your comment. Was hella dark. Didn't see that coming. Good match with the BDC and the Rising. True. It was a good match. So let me get into the TNA review. So it starts off with, I guess I would a barbershop quintet, and they're singing EC3's theme song, and it was I wouldn't say it was the funniest thing I've seen, but it's classic EC3. It fits his character of being this snobbish troll heel so well that he would hire annoying barbershop quintet to sing his theme song. So he gets in the ring and he says, it's a glorious moment. Is that he's number one. He's the next in line to face Kurt Angle and in Kurt Angle's title reign. And he says, look, even Tyrus is happy. You gonna start dancing, Tyrus? Oh, he can feel it. He can feel it. Look at that leg shake. He's like pretty much throwing subliminal shots at WWE, making Tyrus into the joke we know as Roode play Funkasaurus. He says, oh, he's dancing. No dancing for Tyrus because this is a serious matter. I love that MC Witt. No, I don't have a K-Box. I have one. You can watch this. And I do one with you. I can watch with the chip and do a review. Oh, shit. Anyway, yeah, he does, I guess. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. No, Kurt Angle comes out and says, Vern Gagne, and I forgot the other old guy man who died in wrestling. He said if they saw this, they roll over in their graves. But then Kurt Angle said, "You get ahead of yourself because you're number one doesn't mean you're going to face me for this title. Remember, Spud has option 3. He's like, no, you're ducking me. Spud, he's not on the level to face you. I think a lot of people think that Spud, for some reason, isn't a good wrestler. He won't make it. Look, I understand. We're stuck in this generation of brainwash from the other corporation where people of a certain height and weight can't be champion. I don't like that thing, that mindset, but I guess that's what it is. That's what people were stuck on and anything like that. But anyway, Kurt Angle, he like says that, and then EC3 says, we'll talk about this later. And then he gets out of the ring, and he tells the barbershop quintet to sing off Kurt Angle, and they're singing Trouble, Trouble, Trouble. And right before the last member of the barbershop quintet is about to get out of the ring, Kurt Angle hits the guy with an Olympic. Oh, T-Shawn's calling in. Hello?
What the fuck is you doing, man?
Waiting for you, man. You're on here, man. You got a link.
You said there's gonna be 10 fucking.
I know, man. Hey, things happen, man. My bad.
You told me, bro, it's gonna be 10 fucking o'clock, and I'm just right there trying to fucking show, and I can't find the fucking show. Fucking me, bro.
We can do it like this right here, cause I think they can still hear you right now.
You can't fucking hear me.
Check this out.
I can't be heard. What the fuck is you doing, man?
They can hear you, man. You're on here, man. You got a link.
You said there's gonna be 10 fucking.
I know. See, they can hear you.
Man, they can't fucking hear me, bro. Can't fucking hear me. I'm gonna try to go in the right way that I'm supposed to be.
Okay.
Fucking Negro.
All right. Well, I'll wait on you because I know you got a lot to say about the Ring of Honor and everything like that.
Fuck Ring of Honor.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll just wait on you, man. Well, I don't think that there's only like 2 people in here, so. What's good, Mr. TNA? Okay, we got 3 people. All right, so we're gonna be waiting on T-Shawn to get in here. We're gonna go back and read some comments. And make sure 3 likes, 1 watching. Okay, whatever. Dirty Heels being Dirty Heels. Make sure this is Google Plus. Make sure. Live. All right. And Share this to Facebook. Sorry. So there's some dead air right here. Just basically gonna wait until the tag team partner joins in. It's my fault because waited a little bit too long. I did, but yeah, I think that's pretty much it. TNA Reddit. John.
Shall I proceed? Yes, indeed. What it do, ladies and gentlemen? It's your man T-Sean in the building. Is this Wrestle Talk Media? What show is this time? I don't know. I done lost count.
I didn't really have your input to like name it, so I just put TNA Impact and Ring of Honor Dual Review. I can change it to like the name or whatever. I did post it in the Wrestle Talk Media Facebook, so. Let
me tell you something, man. We're live. Anytime you have any ounce of the blood, my brother, that's boiling through your, you know what? Let me stop the gimmick. But look, you are Wrestle Talk Media. Live on air right now. I'm letting you know, man. You can always use Wrestle Talk Media. It's bigger than me. It's bigger than you. It's bigger than the WWE. It's bigger than all of us. It's WTM. But anyways, where have you left off? Where we at?
Well, I had just did the Ring of Honor stuff, and I was about to just dive into TNA, but I know you want to say some stuff about Ring of Honor. I don't know if you want to talk about the matches, but I know you have some stuff to say about Ring of Honor and the people talking about it.
Well, yes. On my outtake of Ring of Honor this past Wednesday night, I'm gonna try to be very nice, but okay, I'm a straight shoot. I'm gonna go ahead and keep it a straight shoot. Ring of Honor, if this is what the internet freaks and geeks and hysterical fans out there craving for and saying that, oh, this is the replacement for TNA. I hate to be that person in the room, but I guess I'm gonna be that person in the room. Hell to the no. Hell no. You know. Now, I respect Ring of Honor for its different, I guess. What's the word I'm looking for? American out of card. It's different. Yeah. But as far as there being a parallel of them being one taking out the other, I don't think Ring of Honor, as far as this format right now, it has no shot and no chance in hell at fucking with TNA. I mean, TNA has a different aura with TNA. It's a different aura with Ring of Honor. Of course, Ring of Honor is watching Ring of Honor helps you appreciate TNA a lot more better. I mean, just honestly, when I watched Ring of Honor, I started to really appreciate TNA. I was like, man, I started really missing TNA. I was like, man, I'm ready to see TNA now. You know, I was not that excited watching Ring of Honor, but I will tell everybody this. I walked into viewing Ring of Honor with an unbiased mind. I walked into it, you know, I enjoyed Moose's match, you know, because I guess you could say that the match, well, I guess it's some slaughterhouse, the slaughter that he completed on the other guy in the ring. What's his name, American?
Kobe Corina.
Yeah, Kobe Corina. He pretty much just manhandled him, but you know that's what you expect to see. But you know that's one of those type of matches where Kobe Corina, you as a character like that, you have to sell those moves and that brutal attack. And like I said before, with American Idol card, nobody else sold a brutal attack better than Shawn Michaels than this one person, Jamie Noble. When Jamie Noble got beat the hell down by Sheamus.
I'm Jamie Noble, boy.
Yeah, and Sheamus came out there and just beat the shit out of him. He beat the holy hell out of him. I don't know what I'm talking about. Pull up Sheamus beats the hell out of Jamie Noble on YouTube, and you will see the video where just Sheamus was kicking his ass, and Jamie Noble was like making these weird noises, but it made you wonder, man, is this real? You know, but it reminded me. Well, this match particularly, I want to say match. Well, it was a match in a way. This matchup between these two, Moose and the young young cat there. It reminded me of the Jamie Noble and Sheamus run-in at that time, and it was interesting. It was the most interesting thing, except with the fact the Briscoes, that was good. With Truth Martini and everybody, that was good. That was about the only two things I really enjoyed from watching Ring of Honor. I feel like the match with the Briscoes took too long to really unfold and bring out, because it was bland at the beginning of the match. It made perfect sense. It made perfect sense and showed very good at the ending when Briscoe and Jay Lethal had their run in. When the champ and the television champ finally had their little run in, and the world champ came, got over basically, where to the point where he got pretty much the last word, the last say so in that run in. So that ended well. I'll say that Ring of Honor ended right.
Well, what about the Kushida Will Ferrari, man? Was that just like skippable or just like generic to you?
Like I said, every other match before that, I was not interested in none of this shit. I mean, let me tell you something, and I'm gonna say this to the viewers that are live right now. Something I pointed out from just being a casual viewer, just viewing this craft of Ring of Honor, is I noticed a difference, and I had to rate the two. I rated TNA and I rated Ring of Honor. There's a difference with Ring of Honor. Ring of Honor, I wasn't invested. I wasn't invested into the characters. For one, I was talking about with American was that characters are very important. You don't have that much. Well, you don't have that many diverse characters in Ring of Honor. You have your cookie cutter cutout guys. You have your bland characters. It's a lot of more bland and lame characters in Ring of Honor. I mean, now when you look at TNA, there's a lot of characters. Hell, you got so many different varieties. You got EY. You have Robert Roode with a totally different persona and personality. Austin Aries, arrogant, swift, cunning, does anything to win. You have Samuel Shaw with a very unique attitude. Hell, we got Crazy Steve. You have so many different characters. Robbie E., Jesse Gunners. And I'm only naming a few. EC3, all these different and their characters are loud. That's the thing. Their characters are loud. They stick out. If Samuel Shaw was on Ring of Honor right now with that gimmick, it would stick out.
Jay Lethal kind of sticks out on Ring of Honor because he's like channeling his inner Ric Flair.
Exactly. And I was going to get to that. But if EC3 walks on Ring of Honor, he stands out. It's undeniable. Their characters are loud.
Even Moose thing, like Moose, he's a great, a pretty decent wrestler and a great guy, but his character is nothing, and he has two managers that really do nothing for. I like Vader Scott, but it's like, what are they really doing for him besides just walking out doing the Moose thing with him?
And I was about to say, as I said behind the scenes, is that to me, they look like a training camp. They look like somewhere with nothing but beginners because the characters are just bland. Honestly, it's rookie put together as characters, and I can't get into it. Now if I just go into it, just want to get my wrestling feel, just see guys just do moves on each other. Like I said before, I'd rather just go to a local wrestling show to just see moves being done in bland ass characters. I don't want to see that on my TV screen. I don't give a shit about that. That's not what I care about. This is good wrestling. You can get good wrestling. Hell, I watch the local shit. When I watch a national, hear me up. When I watch a motherfucking national show, I want to see some good shit, some quality shit. If I'm paying for cable, if I'm paying for internet, I want to see some good shit. I don't want to see no media up. I don't want to see no bland ass, watered down ass. I can see it in my own neighborhood ass shit. I'm in Memphis, Tennessee, ladies and gentlemen, and Memphis Championship Wrestling. If you type it in on YouTube, you'll see a lot of great wrestlers came from Memphis Championship Wrestling. Some of the best. Jerry King Lawler, Hogan has been through here. Rockman, everybody that's been through fucking. Undertaker came Memphis Championship Wrestling. So the list goes on. The Moondog. Don't let me show my fucking age. So what I'm saying is this here. Ring of Honor does not have characters. You know, characters that can just they have wrestlers, they have good wrestlers, but to be on a nationwide show in cable television, something that you have to pay for, that's not what I want to spend my time watching and paying for. You know, I respect it as a
Athletes.
yeah, as athletes in a training ground. If that's what they're presenting it as, cool. But Ring of Honor, I don't even get the concept of like the name Ring of Honor. I would be looking to see some tournaments, you know, honorary matches and things that are sanctioned in a different order. I don't really get that from Ring of Honor. I don't see what's the difference.
Well, they do have like, let me see what it is. Top prospect tournament. That's like to get a new guy in there, and survival of the fittest pay-per-view every once or so often.
Yeah, but it's not enough, man. I mean, far as it, you know, even when I rate it on a level of replacing TNA, nah, man, they're about a couple of years behind. They're gonna need a major. If that's the case, if they plan on Ring of Honor taking TNA out the way, then Destination America, well, you about to start spending some money then. if that was the gimmick, because now what I'm alluding to, ladies and gentlemen, I'm alluding to what people have been saying and speculating. No, this is what Ring of Honor, Destination America, they're gonna make Ring of Honor take TNA spot and all that. Okay, if they are, well, apparently they're gonna have to spend some money because the Ring of Honor is not enough. And I guess we'll get deeper into the conversation as we go on, but from far as we get back on track to my analysis on how I felt about Ring of Honor, it just there's nothing really that special. I mean, Lucha Underground is far better to me. You know, I talk about this is what I say about Lucha Underground. Is one thing about it is that Lucha Underground is the type of show that you can watch at least twice a month in 1 month. The reason why this is no downgrade on Lucha Underground, but this is what I'm saying is that from the American side, I can't get that invested in the characters as well. I can't get that invested in just to the show because all you get is pretty much a deep Mexico or Latin type of feel, and that's that. I mean, you got pretty much the same characters. You have mass characters, and you have bland or maybe mediocre characters. And there's nobody really just sticks out. Nobody really relates towards, especially an American type of character. I mean, you had Johnny Mundo, but you know that's pretty much about it. But everybody else that may be American, they don't really have very much of a personality. I say nothing that you can just really relate to. You know, it's just, but it's good action. It's a good scenery though. That's the one thing that kicks Ring of Honor's ass with Lucha Underground is that they have a great scenery. They have a lot more things they can utilize within their show that I like that they do. Hell, they use the top ramp to the top of the goddamn podium up there to the rafters. They utilize everything to somebody's goddamn crutches to this person's toothbrush. They using every fucking thing on that show in that particular dome. They're using it. But when we go back to Ring of Honor is just...
It's like New Japan, light.
There's really nothing that special about Ring of Honor. I mean, it's what I would say this, and I'm sorry to my Ring of Honor fans, but it's a required taste. If you're really putting Ring of Honor up against TNA, then you've lost your fucking mind. I would never do that. It's just because of something I watch Ring of Honor, I would not put it up against TNA.
Well, T-Sean, they're going to do it because it's a cheaper option. They want wrestling, but they don't want to spend the same money they spend on TNA, so they're going to replace it in 2 or 3 months. So because it's cheaper, and they don't care, they'll get only half or a quarter of the ratings.
And let's bring something back from Wrestle Talk Media, which is in depth. Now I'm about to go really in depth, and American, join in if you will, but in-depth part here. Now, to the Ring of Honor people that are saying the Ring of Honor is the replacement, but I know a lot of people have changed their thoughts up now. Since Wednesday has aired, I've heard a lot of my folks go silent now. Have we not heard that? Everybody was okay. Well, doesn't because the hype was there. It was all that hype was there. See, it was too much hype going in for Ring of Honor.
It's the most consistent, dedicated Ring of Honor reviews. As long as I get the views. I'm sorry, I had to interrupt you, but whatever.
It was there was a lot of hype going in about Ring of Honor. You know, and oh yeah, they got it. It's gonna be the next. It's gonna be better. It's gonna take out TNA. It's gonna take out TNA. Whatever. That's all I kept hearing. But now, after when Ring of Honor popped up, everybody's been kind of quiet. Like, oh, when TNA aired right after it, oh man, TNA put on a hell of a show. and I know with somebody running for it, said, well, that's an old episode of Ring of Honor. Well, that's a pre-taped episode of TNA. So nobody's really outwitting anybody. TNA just has a better show. So it can't be denied, you know. And this is what I'm gonna say. Dropping TNA. If Destination America was to do such a idiotic thing, drop TNA for Ring of Honor.
Mm-hmm.
Considering that Ring of Honor is nothing like TNA. They're in their own lane, and their lane is bland characters and rookie type of behaviors and just mediocre. The matches is. I mean, you can have some good matches, but for one, they don't sell them the spots, and some of the moves they don't sell the moves very well.
Explain. People gonna ask. Explain like an example you saw in some of the matches yesterday. In one of the matches.
Well, hell, I'll say this: when Moose attacked old boy, he should have never got up. He should have been dead from all the shit Moose was doing to him. But even the first two damn matches that I cared shit about, nothing was really just sold. I seen some moves being done. I seen a couple of kicks and punches in places. I was like, man, okay, what, is he gonna show any signs of hurt? You know, it was like a lick and that was it. And keep it rolling on. Now we're gonna. I'm like, okay, to be. And y'all may say, oh, WWE, they do it on WWE all the time. They do it. Okay, but look, Ring of Honor can't afford this shit. They have to get out. They have to show everything, showcase everything, and show how better they are or how much of a different option they are. The option that I got from Ring of Honor was that this ain't enough. This is not going to be enough. I mean, that's what it leads me to believe that I don't think the Destination America, their intention, I don't think that's not the plan. The plan is not to move TNA out the way. The plan is to make that station a wrestling station, you know, to be the destination for it. And I believe I have the belief that it was a secret joint decision between Dixie Carter and Ring of Honor CEO. I think somehow they're looped in and they're tied into this because they know divided they're gonna fall.
Yeah.
That's no secret. And Dixie has learned a lot from being divided. You know, see, what a lot of people don't understand, the behind the scenes and the strategy behind those that may not be up to par of understanding is that WWE pulled out a nice one with NXT, where they're trying to take up the indie circuit with one of their supposedly different brands, which is NXT.
Yeah, they started at the bottom with WWE, and now they can start eating their way from the bottom to the middle and just have everything sandwiched in between.
But TNA and Ring of Honor has threw a loop in the hole by taking Ring of Honor's excitement of some of their loyal legions of fans and creating such a buzz on the media. Because if you look at it, now just think about it. Let's think about it hypothetically for a second, people. Everything that was done lately with Destination America was must see. You might want to turn that down.
I think it might be you. Cause mine's muted.
I don't. How about everything else?
You still hearing it?
Huh?
What were you saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. I'm about to say, everything that they done on Destination America was must see. You know, they do a, I don't know where we get this from.
You talking the echo?
Yeah, the echo.
Let me put some headphones in. That might help it out a little bit. Might be my speaker, cause my speaker close to my thing, close to my monitor.
Okay.
All right, go now.
Yeah. There we go.
Right.
Okay. Now, one thing I was saying is that, and where was I for a second? Oh, my belief is that this is a joint thing that's going on because everything that Destination America has done and TNA has done has been like the talk of the town. Every time something happens, it's talk of the town. And if you look at how everything's been put out there, Ring of Honor is all of a sudden coming to Destination America out of nowhere. Nobody knew about it. And then, you know, the TNA talent is going to start asking questions. So now there's trending on Twitter. They ask the most questions. Then you got this going on and this talk of the town. Why would TNA explain? They'll explain very much. Just let it keep reaching that point to where it's the trending topic. Because they did do that for a whole week straight. That was the only topic. Nobody cared anything about it. Hell, they had trouble with Elimination Chamber because hell, the main topic of that week was what? TNA,
Ring of Honor, and Destination America.
That was it. Nobody gave two shits. Damn near Raw ratings went down. Nobody give two shits about what's going on. It was like, I can't wait to Wednesday. I'm ready to see what's going on Wednesday.
Yeah, nobody really cared about Elimination Chamber until Kevin Steen won.
Yep. And when you heard about it, half folks didn't even watch it. They heard about it. Oh, yeah, I heard Kevin Steen won. Oh, wow. You know, but it's kind of suspicious to me how all this is being done. All of a sudden, before the announcement of Ring of Honor going to Wednesdays, TNA says we're going to Wednesdays. Okay, that's crazy. You know, and when you planning for a spot for a show, because it wasn't Destinations America's idea for TNA to go straight to Wednesdays. TNA announced they wanted to go to Wednesdays. You know, so it's like, okay, why would Dixie do such a bold thing to go on Wednesdays when she knows she knows NXT's on Wednesdays and such, and Lucha Underground is on that day. So why would she move her company? And yeah, Mark said, "Oh, because she's stupid." No, you may be stupid yourself if you don't see the business that's being done. Now they know that they're bringing in Ring of Honor. Why would you put Ring of Honor on a separate night and TNA on a separate night? It won't stand. Ring of Honor might not stand a chance, as it's been doing. It has to pull numbers.
It doesn't pull numbers by itself on like Sinclair broadcast, whatever, by itself.
Yeah, so they have to. What they have to do, they have to show their worth. But
well, you know what Mars is gonna say? They're gonna say, "Well, Disney Card didn't do it. It was Destination America. They did it because they wanted to screw TNA. They wanted to put Ring of Honor there so they could take Ring of Honor's views, and nobody knew about it from TNA. That's the whole plan."
I would love to believe it as the Marks will, but at the same time, come on, that you don't shit where you eat. Destination America is not finna shit on TNA, demise them, especially the damn show that's pulling in the most ratings. Let's keep it real. That's the highest rated fucking show they have. So they're not gonna shit on that show. They're gonna utilize that show to lock in Wednesday nights. So why would you, as a businessman, why would I put Ring of Honor and TNA on two different dates? For right now, because watch, TNA is gonna move back to Fridays or another date. Watch. Once they feel like Ring of Honor can do okay on that night, because what they did, they literally shut down Wednesday night. more people was watching Destination America. That was the watch. You know, NXT was pretty much damn near Devo.
Well, do you want to get? I just got the thing about the viewership from TNA and Ring of Honor on the same night.
Go ahead.
All right. Do you want me to include like the replays or just like when they first aired?
All of it.
Okay, Ring of Honor, the first airing at 8 p.m. drew 163,000, while the replay drew 110,000 for a total of 273,000. And we've heard, okay, whatever. At 9 o'clock, TNA at 9 p.m. drew 297,000 viewers, down from Friday. You know, it's PW Media. I always have to put the negative TNA shit on here. Down from 413,000 viewers on Friday. And then the replay drew 72,000 viewers for a total of 369,000 viewers for this week. Of course, PW Media, they always have to post the bad TNA stuff. This is down from Friday's total of 570,000.
But I mean, I get what they're saying. I kind of get what they're saying, but I really don't, because it's like, well, this is like the new night. Mm-hmm. So some people,
it's always like that. Like when they moved to Fridays on Destination America, they got like a low, and then like when it started to pick up steam, it got back up to like a 5. So it's, you know, they give you a little bit of news, but they always have to throw dirt on TNA.
I would have been shocked if they would have got anything higher. I was like, oh wow, I would have really been shocked. Like, how in the hell they do that? But they got the standard numbers of when you move into a whole other new night. So you got half the folks, they still thinking it, because I kind of had forgot. I almost forgot a little bit. I was like, oh snap, it's not Friday, it's Wednesday. So that's the night change.
Well, hold on. I got to hit the Mark voice. You see that? They're getting just about the same views. They're going to replace them. It's coming, baby.
I guess. They got one got 200,000.
I would say 300,000.
300,000. I mean, well, now as you look at it, because most, those that tuned in for Ring of Honor and went ahead and latched on and watched TNA, I'm pretty sure. See, this is the thing, though. Now is really the real say-so is next week.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say just next week. I follow next week and the week after that. That's the real say-so, because now you see that this next week is going to be the ultimate test, because those that watch Ring of Honor on Wednesday and watch TNA Wednesday, they got to see really what's what, who's more entertaining, what's more fulfilling. And I'm pretty sure with a logical mind, I mean, even if you want to be a dick about it, TNA was much more entertaining. It was all out better show.
Yeah, a better overall show. Yeah.
It was better, decent. The crowd was decent on both shows. Then you had, the matches were epic on TNA. They were epic. I felt the storyline between with the. Well, I guess we're getting into the TNA Impact review now.
Yeah.
But I felt the tag team tournament, the matchup between Dirty Heels and the Wolves. Just, man, you actually felt. I actually believed that at one point. I was like, man, you know what? The Wolves are gonna win it. I said I was sold. I thought that the Wolves gonna win it. I thought they was gonna win. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, well, damn, look, the Wolves gonna go ahead and win it. And they pulled you out emotionally, physically in a way, because your head was going which way you was jumping, because you didn't know who they're gonna pin or not gonna pin. I mean, they went to where you really felt like, man, these tag team titles must be the greatest thing in the world, because these guys are really going at it. They went at it. And then the climax of it all is when the Dirty Heels became the Dirty Heels. And they pulled out their Dirty Heel tactics. which was pretty cool. That just it put a smile on your face. Like, put a smile on your face because you like,
Yeah,
yeah, that's
the promo Aries gave, he was like, we're down 2-0. We gotta do what we do best. We can't just wrestle you guys. Roode's like, we can't do that anymore. We're not those guys. You gotta. You told him, basically gave him the pep talk like, what the hell happened to you, man? We used to be us. Now you're trying to be Smitey or not.
Yeah, put that shirt on. You put this on. So that was the small details in that match that actually counted, and that's something that I didn't see in Ring of Honor. Now look at it. The Wolves and I'm pick on this match for a second. The Wolves and Dirty Heels put on a epic fucking match.
That told a story.
It told a story where it showed what it, for those the marks that don't understand what the story was told was two fighters going in against the high stake team, the team that's pretty much got it in the bag because their backs against the wall. But this tag team, Dirty Heels, their backs against the wall, but they're fighting like they're a fucking babyface team.
Well, Roode is fighting like he was fighting like a babyface.
We gotta say they then because therefore they're still a team, so they're really not functioning as
cohesive.
The big guys. Yeah, they're not really being, they're not really green right in there. So they're green right now. So with that being said, all of a sudden you see the dissension in their ways, then it starts to happen. They start to fall on hard times in this matchup. And it's getting to the point where it looks like they're going to lose because the Wolves are pulling out all stops, are putting moves on Austin Aries and Roode to the point where that's about to be it. The last chance really is not even enough to take these guys out. So all of a sudden it ends up.
Not even that. They hit Eddie Edwards tried to go for a backpack stunner. Aries hit him with that still drop kick in the corner, and then the spine buster, then the 450, and Eddie Edwards still kicked out of all of that. And that would send Aries over the top with that shit.
So all of a sudden, through all these moves, it sense the frustration. All of a sudden, Aries wants to be dirty, and then you see a disagreement between Roode and Aries. So you're like, okay, are they finna break down? Then all of a sudden, Roode low blows him, and pretty much just sets the whole matchup for a very dirty tactic to be done because it was all a big setup and the ones like it's the details that were shown in this matchup that gave you like, okay, oh yeah, I get it, Dirty Heels, they're back, that they're doing whatever they got to do to win.
And then at the end, I like Aries is basically like, okay, your mind's open. He's like the evil Neo. He's like, okay, you're back, buddy. Your mind's opened up, and Roode's face is just like he found himself again. Like I said, he got his groove back. He was just like, oh yeah, I'm this guy. I used to be cool. Okay, yeah, this feels nice.
Like I said, awesome. It was one of the best examples I can give for that whole night of what it gave me as a viewer. If I let's put it like this. Let me tell you how good that situation, how good the example is. If I was if I was somebody that doesn't really watch wrestling, and I watched it, I would have been able to tell you what exactly happened. But I couldn't do the same thing for Ring of Honor at the first two matches. I couldn't do the same. I couldn't tell nobody, well, why should they care or who's doing what. I can guarantee you, I can sit an old lady down, the gossiping woman down at the TV screen and let her watch it. She'll be able to tell me exactly what happened. She'll be like, ooh, those dudes there, I guess they was good, but the other guy, he was trying to be bad. The other guy, well, he was trying to be bad, but all of a sudden, he like his friend. He don't act like his friend. Now he bad too. She been able to tell me the moves, and what was going on, and what happened at the beginning. Well, he wasn't gonna do it, but all of a sudden, I guess they were losing, and he lowballed the other guy. You get the emotions of what's going on in this matchup. He was confused at first. He was wanting to do the right thing, and all of a sudden, come to find out, it all unravels. It was just pretty much. It may have been just a big stunt. He was gonna, this is all they just psychologically getting into their head, making. It's some of the ways you can go with it. That's why I say that was real. That was well done, as far as the match, and let's if we got to go ahead and get into it, let's just get into even building up storylines for future matches. James Storm.
Oh, I was listening. Okay, you go to James Storm. Go to the James Storm stuff.
James Storm and Mickey James. Even though they didn't zoom that much into it on it, but now they're planning. They're putting the works in for whole other scenery and scenario for next week. Planning already ahead. Then as American Archive was alluding to, was the option C, which you have Spud invoking his chance to go ahead and cash in his X Division title.
Yeah, but at first he's not really sure of himself. He doesn't know what to do, and then Austin Aries talks to him backstage. He's the perfect guy to talk to him because he's the guy that started option C, won option C, and then he also the only guy that ever lost cashing in option C on Lashley. So he knows the good, the bad, and the ups and downs of option C.
In a nutshell, to wrap it up on the deep analysis of everything, if I was my first time, and this is something I did, I act like I role played, I act like I was somebody else watching each brand. If I was somebody new to wrestling or just didn't really get into wrestling like that, but I enjoyed it occasionally, I wouldn't have been able to understand what the hell was going on in Ring of Honor. As far as who's who, what's what. It took me a while to just even realize we get to, Briscoe dude, he's the world heavyweight champion.
I didn't really feel like a world heavyweight champion, really. And that's no knock on him. It's the way he's booked.
So when I look at TNA from that standpoint of just a regular, Joe Smo that doesn't really just get that heavy involved in the wrestling, but I watched the whole show and I wouldn't have felt lost. I didn't feel lost. I didn't feel like what's going on here. I mean, everything was catching up to par.
Even the Lashley Eric Young man, they told you why these two are fighting. They showed why they're fighting. So
I cared more. The characters are loud enough for me to understand, watch, and maybe idolize, or vice versa. So to everybody that watched the show, we're pretty much. We don't really have to say very much. People saw both shows and they get it. Okay, yeah, the hype is out, but the hype is gone. Yeah, TNA was way better than Ring of Honor. No diggity, no doubt. Let's keep it real. It was way better.
Yeah. Well, you want to talk about the Brooke and Jade match?
No, you can go ahead.
Good match. Mia Yim or Jade, she was kicking the crap out of Brooke, and at the end of it all, Brooke ends up getting a shocking victory over Jade because Marty Bell, she put Jade's foot on the ropes and she got referee up, and then Brooke got Marty by the hair, and Jade tried to come in and I guess do a running kick on Brooke, and Brooke moved out of the way, hit Marty. Brooke hit her finisher, and it was a nice shot. I don't think a lot of people saw when they saw this on their TV or whatever. They were thinking Brooke versus Jade with the run the Dollhouse has been on. Jade was going to just steamroll through Brooke, and they were going to throw Brooke to the wayside. But no, Brooke has a lot of momentum, and in the match, it doesn't make Jade look weak. It helps elevate Brooke. Everybody's safe, and then at the end or whatever, backstage, the Dollhouse attacks Rebel for congratulating Brooke on the victory. So you still protect the Dollhouse by making them still look vicious and everything like that. I just wonder whether they're going to put Rebel in this whole thing. But overall, I would say the best women's match I saw all week. I didn't watch Lucha, so I don't know if they even had a women's match. I don't know how you felt about that match on the Knockouts match.
But what's the next portion that you something that you saw that caught your attention on TNA tonight?
The BDC versus Rising. Drew Galloway, straight beast.
Makes you wonder what's the laugh all about.
Yeah, MVP. After they lost, MVP's got this weird smirk on his face, like, okay, you got this, but it's time for something else.
And that stuff, those are the details that I'm talking about, because I didn't catch all of that until like then. I said, hold on, what's going on? Like, okay, like I said, it's so much that has you going. Oh man, don't get me started. I mean, I think it's fair to say, man, TNA had an excellent showing Wednesday. You know, they
Spud cut a beast ass promo. He went from unsure of himself to like, I'm gonna do this. You know, I don't care if I don't win. I'm gonna take my 1 in a million shot to become a world heavyweight champion.
well, like we always do in the format of Wrestle Talk Media. I guess we'll go ahead and I guess Americans will go ahead and give the breakdown of who won, and then, I mean I guess that's the main portion of it. Just basically what happened in the match, who won, just the basics, and then we'll go a little bit in depth on TNA for everybody.
All right. First match: Lashley versus Eric Young. Eric Young, he's about to power driver Lashley, but Chris Melendez comes out to the scratch Eric Young, and Lashley hits the spear on Eric Young. Brooke versus Jade. Like I said, Brooke is distracted by Marty Bell, but she moves out of the way. Jade hits Marty Bell with the high kick, and then Brooke hits the Thunder Crash Buster on Jade and gets the surprise victory over Jade. Backstage, the Dollhouse attack Rebel for celebrating with Brooke. The Beatdown Clan versus the Rising. The Beatdown Clan suffer a loss here because Drew Galloway hits a Doomsday device on Low Key with the assistance of Micah. The Best of 5 series, the Wolves versus Dirty Hills. Bobby Roode found his 2011 self and got back to being himself with personality. The Dirty Hills take the victory with a low blow from Bobby Roode and a steel chair shot to Eddie Edwards. And then you get AC3 and Tyrus versus Rockstar Spud and Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle hits the Olympic Slam on Tyrus, and Rockstar Spud pins Tyrus, getting into 1-2-3. And then after that, Austin Aries comes out and says, no matter who wins between Spud and Kurt Angle, he's going to cash in. So and that sent EC3 into like I want to say, not a whiny mode, like, oh man, come on, what the fuck? I think that's all the matches. I think we can get into like the backstage storylines or whatever, or just what happened, or like just talking about the matches.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, the beginning with the Kurt Angle and EC3 celebration, where EC3 had the vaudevillian or barbershop quintet guys, and Kurt Angle came out and said, "You guys, you make Vern Gagne roll over in his grave." EC3 talking about the celebration is so good that Tyrus, basically throwing a subliminal shot at WWE, talking about it's time for Tyrus to start dancing. Then he says, no, this is a serious matter. And then at the end, EC3 tells the quintet to sing while leaving the ring, and Kurt Angle slams one of the guys onto balloons. That was pretty funny. We already talked about the Rockstar Spud option C decision. I really like that. Rockstar Spud, he's good he's very good on the mic. I don't think a lot of people give him credit for being good on the mic. And I think the match between him and Kurt Angle, I'm not saying it's gonna be a 5-star classic or anything like that, but I think Spud's gonna surprise a lot of people by being able to hang with Kurt Angle. Not beat him, straight up, but just being able to hang in the ring with Kurt Angle, it can do a wonder for your career. Then you get the James Storm thing where he may or may not have killed Mickie James. So they're walking after James Storm in a boardroom. He asked Mickie James to join him in the revolution, and he's like, no, I'm with Madness. I'm not going to do that, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, okay, time for a game plan change. He's like, it's cool, whatever. And then they cut the commercial, they come back, and they're walking, I guess, by a train or whatever, a train station or something. And James Storm's like, hey, your phone's going off. She's like, no, my phone's not going off. She pulls it out. She's like, Yeah, see, my phone's not ringing. He grabs her phone, uses his hip to knock her into either an elevator shaft, some train tracks, or something. And he says, "Yeah, I got the same kind of phone." Knocks her down, and then he calls Matt and is like, "Hey, Magnus, this is Uncle James. Mickey's not gonna be coming home tonight." That was kind of dark and sadistic. I don't know what your thoughts on that are. So, well, I can move on to the Angelina Love and Velvet Sky. They're really trying to get over this Velvet Sky angle with her being a badass. Now, look, first Madison Rand comes out and says, "I thought she was going somewhere. I thought it was gonna be 3 storylines and then knock out the division." She says she's disgruntled because she doesn't get TV time, and the only people that get TV time are people that twerk down the ramp, uh, licking on jawbreakers, or if you're Gail Kim. And then she says Velvet Sky's even getting TV time, even though she doesn't work here. Velvet Sky comes out. They get into the ring. They talk for, well, Madison talks, and then she slaps Velvet, saying, her new outfit doesn't make her a badass. And then Velvet Sky spears Madison, takes her out of the way. Oh, no. Spear, and then Velvet Sky hits a stunner on Madison Rain. Out comes Angelina Love with her security talking about, "You attacked one of my friends. You don't work here. Madison Rain's an employee. You're not." So she gets arrested. And then Angelina Love starts slapping Velvet Sky and punches her. And Velvet Sky gets hauled off by security. And Angelina Love starts walking up the ramp. And while she's walking up the ramp, she gets stopped by two security guards. One guy, he's obviously very, very, very nervous when he grabs my. He's like, we got some reports from the back that you attacked the fan or whatever." So they arrest Angelina Love and they send her to the back. And then after the tag team main event, Austin Aries comes out and says, like I said, he's going to be exercising option C, and he doesn't care who's the champ next week on Destination X. So the main event will either be Rockstar Spud versus Austin Aries, or Austin Aries versus Kurt Angle for the World Heavyweight Championship. Anything you want to add to it, T-Sean? Yeah. Think he might have moved away for a sandwich or something like that. But anyway, let me go back here and check some comments while T-Sean get back. Okay. LB Clash of Kings. I kind of wish TNA would change Dollhouse theme back to the previous one before the rematch version of the Doll. I don't know. I kind of like the Courtney Love. So I kind of like it grows on me. My rank on shows. TNA has best weekly TV show. Ring of Honor best pay-per-views. NXT second best pay-per-views, but their week shows are not as good. It's like hit or miss. Yeah. Lucha Underground has the best production by character. Lucha Underground doesn't put on pay-per-views. Okay. I agree. RoH doesn't have characters. They just wrestle with no characters. So I think fans like Ring of Honor out of spite towards TNA, but I bet not many will watch RoH regularly. I agree. RoH is not taking TNA's spot. RoH needs years improvements in aspects to compete on TNA's level. TNA has better characters, storylines, and matches on a weekly basis. Does Ring of Honor have a women's division? Because I don't get why Beta Scott and Rhea are there. They're just being valets when they can wrestle. They had a Women of Honor thing a long time. I think the last match they had for the women was Mia Yim versus Sarah Del Rey a long time. I think like 2 or 3 years ago. So I think that was the last Women of Honor match. They would need that a Women of Honor title. Wolves vs. Dirty Heel series has been Clover Cole. It definitely has best tag team feud in a long time. TNA non-stop action, in-ring action over corny BS storylines and characters like EC Geek, Rockstar Dud, Robbie E, and Jesse Goddard. Fuck that. I don't know, man. EC3's the man. You hate on EC3. I don't know. I really don't know because EC3 he he's doing what he should be doing the rest. He has a great character, wrestles how he should, and he just towers over anybody in Ring of Honor. Not wrestling wise, but character wise. Uh, I wonder if fans, WWE fanboys, parentheses, when they watch Ring of Honor, then they can play about production value and small crowd like they do for TNA. I bet they did. The hypocrisy in the IWC grows stronger each day. LB King's uh, Dirty Hills being heels, LOL. It would be cool if Eric won the TNA title, but I doubt it with the way they're pushing EC3. Jay versus was good. Jay, I think I already said this right here, was good. T-Sean from TNA, total non-stop action. I enjoyed the 3 hour block of wrestling along with Ring of Honor, but damn, I hate EC3 Spud. Not because it's still real to me, damn. It's still real to me, damn it. But because he and Spud bore the living fuck out of me. Can't wrestle for shit. This MFer EC3 still got the TNA style of wrestling. Still ain't got. He's playing a character. EC3's. If you think EC3 can't wrestle, I know the chant, but go back and watch some of his indie stuff. As I think what's that? As Derek Bateman or what? Just type in AIW Derek Bateman. Type in that. He's holding back to play a character. EC3. If EC3 came out and did the stuff he did on the indie, I don't think he could do a 450 splash. If you saw EC3 hit a 450 splash or like a try hard running drop kick in the corner or just like just going all out, it wouldn't fit his character. He's a rich 1%er. I do the least amount of work to get the most amount of effort. Douchebag character. Wait until he turns face. When he turns face, he's gonna have to go all out, start from the bottom. Maybe Dixie Carter takes all of his money away, and he has to start from the bottom, and he has to build himself up. Wait then. I don't think you're talking about Spud when you're talking about wrestling. You think? Yeah, I don't know. Spud, he gave a pretty good promo to me. Was good, Mr. TNA. Anyway, T-Sean, you still there? Maybe not. The Rap and D. I sell entertainment products. I don't know who that is. I think T-Sean may have gotten taken away. I think. Not really sure. But okay. Well, I think that's pretty much it because yeah, we talked about Ring of Honor. T-Sean gave a great in-depth thing on Ring of Honor, and it was fair. The TNA stuff was great, so I think we can pretty much end it here because that's really the only thing we can say. So I'm gonna get out of here. I think T-Sean's gone away or whatever. So we'll catch you on behalf of T-Sean. We'll catch you guys later. Now that T-Sean comes back within 20 seconds or so. Yeah, so we'll catch you guys later. Peace out, guys.